Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
My Quiet Riot looking mask has nothing to do with Quiet Riot, nor does Quiet Riot have anything to do with this video. Sailing, sailing, sailing the ocean blue. Just kidding, it's the second package. Oh, focus. It's package number 2 for birthday. As you can tell, I already opened it and stuff, and I totally forgot to film it, so we're going to pretend this is our first time.
Oh wow, what did we get? Oh my gosh, it is in more packaging. What could it be? Oh, it's a spearhead. Cool.
You might be saying to yourself, Punk, why did you get a spearhead? Why? Why would you do that to yourself? You have no shaft for your spear. This is not true. I do. Well, I did. Kinda. There. Looks like a boat paddle, yeah? Well, it was. Someone gave it to me at a garage sale for free because it only had the handle and the haft. This boat oar. Canoe paddle. Call it what you will. So, in my infinite wisdom of never planning, I forgot to film the part where I tapered the paddle to fit the spearhead. So, we're going to do a very, very faked reinterpretation. Untapered shaft, this one is spears. What you do is take a knife, but I didn't grab a knife because I'm still unprepared. I grabbed the spearhead. So, before I mount the spearhead, I will show you what I did. You go, right, and taper it down so it looks like that. There, see? Perfect reenactment. Now, when doing that, a little bit of hints, don't go straight in. Angle your blade and pull, and you'll get shavings off. Alright? Once you get it into basic shape, you put soot, marker, or some other colorant inside the shaft, twist, and you'll see you get black markings. Right? Those black markings show you where it is getting traction, where the friction is from the shaft to the haft. You simply take your knife and start removing those black spots. Do it again and again until you get a nice snug fit. And you want it to be fairly far up in the shaft, as far as you can possibly go, because that adds more strength. The more tip, the more grip, right? Great. And this time I'm going to show you my old short spear versus my new. Now this is not as long as a Zulu spear. The head might be, but the haft clearly isn't. I bought this at a museum replicas clearance sale many years ago. This scabbard is a very cheap, crappy one from a flea market sword, but it fit, and I had some red. Ooh, yeah. Now, what this is the guard and grip off a Nodachi that when this made many, many years ago, and the blade off of Fantasy polearm they called the Scorpion or something like that. It had a spearhead like this, a long shaft, and then a spiked mace for a counterbalance. But this I picked up, I consider it in the Franken sword category, I guess in this case Franken spear. But it's sort of like a Zulu Ilkwa, but it has that hand guard, which adds a little protection. Now I'm going to put up a picture here that shows a Zulu spear that I really liked. Now Zulu spears often have at the end of the haft either a ball or a cone, and this is partly for counterbalance and partly to help pull them out of any target they get stuck in. Although this is not a cone, clearly it's a handle. From this profile it looks like a cone. I have seen a couple Zulu spears that have, well, I saw one that had kind of a round disc pommel, and I saw one that sort of has a fishtail-ish design like this. It's a bit thicker in cross section, but kind of. So while this isn't completely authentic, its shape is very much like a fishtail pommel on a European sword. So when I grip it, it feels natural to me. And also you can grip like this, and if you're carrying it over your shoulder like this, oops, I kind of gave that away. But there it is, folks, mounted on the haft. Ugh, get that in frame. My Zulu Ilkwa boat paddle spear. The nice thing about this too is that boat paddles tend to be rounded rectangular, which gives you much better edge alignment than a completely round spear. Now I haven't sharpened this at all. What I plan to do is, since most Ilkwa have tangs rather than sockets, To make this look more like the original, I'm going to wrap it in maybe some waxed linen cord or something, because I don't have sinew and don't feel like paying for sinew. So, have you ever seen the film A Knight's Tale? And this happens to be that sword, yeah. Don't know if we can get that in frame. It's a long sword. long sword. But the reason I bring up this sword, turn this off camera, is that the pommel and my Ilkwa have essentially the same grip now. You see. So, as I use this as a practice sword, as you can tell, it is not sharp. The gripping measures of this sword and how you would manipulate it through space, yeah, tend to play out here. Yeah, I can see it. Like you can grip that way on it, this way, and do the helicopters. You know, it's also nice to carry over the shoulder. Good grip that way. But also, I find that since it curves like this, it's like some two-handed sabers that curve that way. Gives you that pull when you're using it. Kind of locks into the hand. Anyway, this is my apple that I've been eating on during filming of this birthday video part 2. Yay! Alright. Hilson, and good day, folks.